2 Megapops is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to get 2 million or more pops with a single tower. Today we're going to be doing this with the Bloontonium Reactor. We've already done this with the Energizer, but let's see if we can do it with the upgrade below. Once we reach round 9, we're going to be placing down the big man himself. No, not Pat, Geraldo. Now let's place him down in the optimal spot on the map behind these logs up here, because it means that Geraldo will not be able to steal any pops. And round 10, we're going to need to equip our submarine with pickles so we can go through this round. It's mainly the big blob of blue balloons at the back of this round, which is going to be our main source of demise if we don't have pickles on this round. Otherwise, we'll be chasing red balloons all the time, and that's not fun, while also still having blue balloons on the track at that given point in time. Then again, much like to die to yellow balloons, it wouldn't be a flare balloons video if I don't fumble up words. Twin guns, we're going to go with the burst dart route rather than the heat-tipped darts route, because we can do more damage with the air burst darts rather than the additional pierce and the lack of being able to apply sharpening stone if we go with heat tip darts. Now that we do have twin darts, I don't really feel like I need to put pickles on at this given point in time. Keep you on strong so we can damage the stronger balloons while the red balloons can do their own thing. Round 16, we have the air burst darts online. I reckon the hardest section of this game is going to be before round 40 and the late game, so I'd say 89 onwards is going to be quite challenging. Hope you are having a lovely day where you are, whatever it is that you are doing at this given point in time. And if you'd like to see me do a 2 Megapop scenario with a different tower, then please let me know down in the comments sections below. Just keep in mind that if you suggest something, then look it up on the channel first to see if I've done that tower already. Then if I haven't, then please suggest it down below. But just don't suggest base mortar. I've tried that and it just was not successful whatsoever, okay? We do not talk about base mortar. Or at the very least, we don't talk about it anymore. So round 27 is near completion. Now, what about round 28? Well, we're going to be having ourselves a mortar on the field here so that actually I'm going to put you here, so that we can pop these lead balloons, and then after that we can place the mortar cursor away from here so that then it doesn't do any more damage than it needs to. It's just for early leads. Speaking of even more leads, round 30 has appeared with that ugly metallic balloons coming out here. We do have some left on the screen. There we go. A little bit more damage I'd like for you to do, but that's okay. Right, let's go to Bloontonium Reactor and we just keep this thing submerged until like round 40? Like, I feel like we can do more damage against the middle-class balloons with the airburst darts than the radiation itself. Obviously, when you go down to Energizer, actually, the airburst darts have been given a damage buff if you go with Energizer, so maybe that's still a contested territory that I just don't know about. I didn't mean to make a contested territory reference there, it just sort of came out as it is. I don't even play contested territory myself, it's just not my sort of thing. Round 37, we're going to see ourselves having another lead balloon issue, which we're going to need the mortar for. Keep on popping, keep on popping. I think that's all of them. No, it's just one left. You know what, that's perfectly fine. We'll pop you, and then we got another round of it as well, called round 38. Okay, put jungle drums on you. Hopefully you reach over there. I want you to be an MRB. I want you to be a primary mentoring. Everything is good in this house. The house of not dying to yellow balloons, but also awesome videos. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying this so far. Round 39, let's get ourselves jungle drums equipped onto you. Then how are we going to do when it comes to Geraldo's Jerry's Fire? So, you spend 980 and then get ourselves for Jerry's Fire so we can take down this Moab Clash balloon, and the radiation should be able to kill off the ceramics inside. Hopefully, yeah, that's good. Perhaps we could have done more damage if we had pickles equipped. The radar scanner on this tower is pretty much useless, but we're going to go up to MIB and quarter arms anyways, and we're going to have some glue gunners on the field, so radar scanner is not what you call totally redundant because of the decamification provided by the Bloontonium Reactor. Right, can we get MIB during this round, or do we have to use the mortar once again? And it looks like that might be the case. Come on, pink balloons. Come on, pink balloons. Come on, pink balloons. Oh, come on, 12? Really? You have to give me that crap? 12 left? Oh, gosh. If only if I just didn't do the do, I don't know. Fortified ceramics being a bit of a pain. We are lacking a little bit of damage here, and it might be down to the fact that we don't have pickles, but I'd like to conserve my money as much as possible if I can avoid purchasing, well, not purchasing unnecessary stuff. Go up to primary training, and now's the time in which I want to put down some glue gunners. I'll put you a little bit over here, actually, but I do want you to reach over the other side of the track, so we'll have it like this, and hopefully this will be able to clear everything. We've got the Moab glues, so the Moabs obviously go a little bit slower, around 50. You know what? We're going to equip pickles as well. I feel like that's going to make our task here a little bit easier with the pickles. You know the reason why I have the mortar over here, so that the range for our advanced intel is just a little bit more, although probably I could have put it over here so that we can take advantage of these log areas, but we're gonna have some sabos around this area anyways, and regardless if a tower has their sight blocked by walls and stuff, I don't think it interferes with the advanced intel anyway, since it's it reaches over there, but it just can't attack over there. Yeah, Pickles is doing wonders, honestly. It's taking down these Moab class balloons much more quickly. Also the regular balloons as well. Going to get a glue strike as well, because that +2 damage is going to be very vital on a tower that attacks really quickly, and also does a little bit of damage as well. So the less damage you do, the higher the impact, it feels like, of glue strike. Round 54, glue struck those, and the round is done. I'm thinking of doing another 2 Megapops video after this one, and it's going to involve a tier 3 ace of the middle path, so bomber race should be pretty interesting. But glue strike is going to be that much more important because of the amount of projectiles in which that particular plane chucks out. You've got all of the different bombs and all of the different darts that it fires out, and each one of them receives +2 damage per projectile because they're under the glue strike influence. Let all the Moabs be Moab glued before applying the glue strike, because it can get to the case where Moab glue can't be applied to a glue struck Moab class balloon. I like to think that it's a bug, but people say that it's a feature of like glue priority. Right, we're now on round 60 of the game here. Going to reapply our Pickles and Jerry's fire. I'm going to place down the engineer over here so that then we can start on our process of getting the overclock. But I just wanted so that it doesn't do anything when it comes to our being able to hit over here if it's able to see a little bit more downwards. Okay, Moab defeated. I mean BFB defeated. This is one of those scenarios where regrow balloons are a non-issue. Yes, you may have the regrow property, but it's not like you can actually have an opportunity of regrowing your layers. And anytime you do get something like this, where there are a few loose balloons on the screen, then it's good to get your abilities back up and running. Only apply the glue strike when all of the Moabs have been glued. In particular, the fortified Moabs, since it just takes that bit more damage to get through their layer. I do not like fortified balloons. There we go. And they all go down just like that. Okay, round 63. What can we do on this round? We're going to glue strike this one. And then when the second wave comes, we're going to endure that. And then when the third wave comes, we're also going to glue strike that lot as well. Brilliant. And that takes care of that round. This tower makes round 63 that easy. Right, let's get overclock now. I actually kind of forgot about it. In this whole process, I have the money for it, but I just completely forgot about it. Maybe I should have had my mortar over here so they could see the start of the track so we can take advantage of airburst darts with the advanced intel. You know what, it's too late now. Unsubmerge for just a little bit, give it a little bit of damage going. Sometimes put you on strong actually, so that you hit the strongest most balloon on the screen and let the geos fly and the submerged form when we take it back to submerged clear the rest. I still preferred it when submerged was a targeting option rather than a button that you have to press. Our next call to action is going to get the call to arms, and then we're going to think about getting ourselves a tier 5 middle path ice tower so that then we can permanently slow down the balloons on the screen. By the ability, they go at almost 0 speed, and with the permafrost upgrade with it as well, you can essentially make it so that all model class balloons the size bags go at a slower speed for the rest of their duration on the map. Aside when we get downgraded. For some odd reason the permafrost just de-applies. Can say the same about Balloon Sabo as an ability. Despite being global, it's not that global when you pop a middle class balloon and it goes back to default speed. Not cool. Then again, it does make it so that you have to think a little bit more about your ability timings if the debuff is permanent regardless of how many times a middle class balloon gets descaled from ZMG to BFB to Moab. You have to really think about when you use your ability so that you get the maximum use out of it. Whereas if you just use it once and the debuff is applied to like everything inside, then it makes it less tactical. Although that would be a world in which I'd rather live in, but it takes a little bit of fun out of it. And on this channel, you know very well that we do very, very fun scenarios. I may have posed this question to you before. If not, then I'm going to ask this again anyways. And the question is, which achievement do you find more fun to do? The 2 Tower Chimps achievement or the 2 Megapops achievement? I feel like you're going to have to think a little bit more for 2 Megapops because you need to ensure that where you place your other towers, they're not stealing too many pops, so that then with your desired tower to get the 2 Megapops achievement with, then it requires a little bit more thinking so that then you can actually get to that 2 million pop marker and not have to worry about stuff. So I got a frog in my throat. I also find in conversations that the 2 Megapops achievement is more friendly and more cooperative. Like other people want to help you get that 2 Megapops achievement with that particular tower. Whereas like with 2 Tower Chimps, people are a little bit more closeted when it comes to their thought process and also their tower placement. So for example, if you're looking to get a 2 Tower Chimps combination which has not been done before, then if you ask people, then most likely they don't want to share what they've been doing, because it's like sharing your security. If you're at a company that you want to keep all your stuff as secure as possible, you don't want to share like how you keep it secure, because then people will be able to fathom out on ways to infiltrate that security. I feel like it's a similar kind of philosophy where you don't want to share your findings, otherwise people will be like, well, you're just going to steal it from me if I'm going to share what I've been doing, and that's just not fun. What's not fun is the closeted mindset, but it's even more unfun when it's like, well, you did something based off somebody else's entire framework. But in most cases, scenario is just reinventing the wheel. You're not the one who invented it, you just redesign it so that it could be fitted for a different purpose. Round 76. And also in the community, 2 Tower Chimps is a bit more, I would say definitely elitist rather than 2 Megapops, which is a bit more approachable. And also I find 2 Megapops is easier to do because you can just put down a really powerful tower like the Century Champion, for example, and then all you need to support it is a MIB at the very least. Give it a overclock engineer and some glue gunners as well around that village which you place down, and you wouldn't have a single problem whatsoever. But I do find that more difficult maps are a little bit elitist when it comes to the 2 Megapops team, because you know, some of the top players out there are a little inclined to share like how they got to that stage because they feel like they want to have a monopoly on that particular aspect. So if, for example, somebody wants to ask me on like how to do a 2 megapops with a tower that I'm quite comfortable with, let's say the biggest one, then I'd say go with Jones rather than Geraldo, which means your early game is much easier because there are a lot of black balloons on those early rounds. So having Jones means that you're going to have an easier time dealing with them. But then you get other people who say, no, Geraldo is better because of his items. But in that case, are you actually really increasing the performance of your mortar at that stage? Or are you just trying to find ways to circumvent a problem that could be erased in the first place if you place down a hero that is able to circumvent a weakness, which is black balloons and zero balloons? But then another piece of advice I would have for a Mortar 2 Megapops is that you should time your absolute zero ability usages when all of a particular Moab class balloon has been downgraded. So let's say from BFBs to Moabs, don't just use it on the first set of Moabs that spawn, use it when every single one of these have been downgraded to a Moab class balloon, so that every single Moab class balloon on the screen at that given point in time is frozen. Also, the Alchemist is not always helpful in your 2 megapops run. So let's say, for example, on this map, it's quite difficult to try and hide the Alchemist from being able to steal pops, which is why I don't tend to recommend having an Alchemist that much on this map, just because where you're going to put it in order to... Oh my god, I just realized that I've been rambling on so much, but I've forgotten I have the money for Call to Arms. When you look on the index and you see like the same 5 people, the same 6 people doing advanced maps and expert maps, I'm thinking, there's not a huge amount of variety, but it is lovely to see people's skill, honestly, at this game. When you look at a 2 megapops run on Dark Dungeons or on Ravine or something like that. But at the same time, it's like, it's the same name. It's not the fact that it's them doing it, it's just like the sheer quantity of the same person doing it. It's nothing against them personally. It's just like, I'd rather see other people do it. So it shows that this this kind of talent is not gated towards the 0.0001% of the community. But I guess when it comes to these sort of challenges, that's just the way it has to be, unfortunately. And there's not really anything you can really do that unless you are incredibly dedicated, sorry. But it just feels like in the advanced and the more expert maps, it's a bit more elitist than, let's say, the beginner maps where you could do whatever tower, or most towers actually, and get a 2 megapops out of it. Level 19 invisibility potion for the Bloontonium Reactor is useless since it decamouflages balloons anyway, so we'll just equip it as soon as round 82 comes along, so that then we can show our buffs at the end of the game. Whereas if we defeat the bad around 100, I know it's ultimately not necessary, but I just like to show the buffs that I have on a tower at the end of the game, and we are getting very, very close to the point where this is going to become unsalvageable. Oh, what the hell is going on here? I think I know what the reason is. I just have not put you out of your submerged status. We put you on last, so you're always targeting the lastmost balloon on the screen, while Jerry's fire and some remnants of our darts is able to hit the firstmost balloons. Okay, now that all of the BFBs are gone, now let us put you back into your submerged status and see how we get along here. Oh my god, I just realized I've not got pickles on this thing. That's why we're struggling a little bit too much. And why did I mistake sharpening stone from pickles? Oh great, yellow balloon. Here we go, all of them are now taken down, and thanks to having pickles earlier on in the round, maybe we can do this. Please? Pretty please? We're still quite far away from the absolute zero though. And there goes round. What a difference pickles makes, honestly. 82. Let's see what we can do on this one. Hopefully a little bit more successful. Doing hundreds of damage, by the way, would just be airburst darts. So it really goes to show that airburst darts has a lot of potential behind it. And it's a tier 2 upgrade that does quite a bit of damage, especially when you put like glue strike and pickles. And with that sharpened stone, we can go through a few more layers. Oh gosh, fortified mobs are making their way very close to the exit. That's not going to be enough, is it? No, I'd rather not put down mines at the end of the track, or sorry, silver nails. Put you onto strong so that we're targeting the first most small class boon, and the fact that you're not getting stuck is a bit of a problem here. Maybe we need relentless glue in order to get through this so that then they can be slowed down. Oh, these are such annoying. Such annoying, so annoying. There are certain scenarios which I hate, and that is needing to get another upgrade just to get through a particular round, because what you've got going on physically cannot get you through that round. Come on, fortify BFBs, please be popped. Thank you very much. Now let's apply that. Still not that confident at the moment. Fortified BFBs on these later rounds are horrible. Come on, relentless glue, I need you now more than ever. Please, please apply. No, come on. Why don't you just do enough damage? You got everything that I can put on you, you're still crap. Like, at times I don't know what is actually going to do more damage overall, the radiation or the darts. Because sometimes there's so many targets, I feel like I can benefit more from the radiation. Please go down, please go down. Why can't we do enough damage? This sucks so much. Why are you like this to me, fortified super ceramics? I'd rather not use snowstorm until we get to absolute zero, because I feel like I'm just wasting precious steels. Can we do it? Can we do it? I just need these last few pops to then go back to that. I just need you to do the damage needed, please. Please. Thank you. Mainly stuck you on strong there, and that did the trick. Not very easy though, especially if you're me who's not very good at the game. I honestly find round 82 to be one of the harder rounds in the 80s. I know it sounds silly, but obviously like round 87, 89 are also very hard, but round 82 there's just something about the way in which their spawn was just so annoying. Right, Geraldo is now at level 16, which means his nails, his pickles, and the Jerry's fire become more powerful. So now these can actually do something against super fortified ceramics rather than just being a light breeze. Also, I should unsubmerge you as well. And good news, everybody, we have the absolute zero now purchased. Right, the first DMG has gone down to BFBs, and now we're spawning out Moabs. Okay, we'll put you on submerge, and then I didn't want to time it at that point because of freezing ceramics. I'd rather not freeze ceramics because there's a lot of ceramics, and sometimes you get a lot of steels out of them, especially under a glue strike. Gotta be very careful about your usages of glue strikes. Round 86 should be okay. Question mark. Our game should be a lot easier now that we do have the absolute zero at our disposal. Freezing them in place. Round 86 is secured. We did put this on last, but for some reason the last BFB wasn't being taken down, so we'll take out 4 for 5 and then just let the last one up to, well, now. We're next going to get some balloon sabos so that we can permanently slow down the balloons on the screen here. And once again, I've forgotten what it is that I should be doing. Common flare balloon Zell. I heard one of them go down. Heard one of them downsize. Now 2 of them down. Sorry, yeah, 2 of them downsize. You know what? Oh, they're all downsized. Can we do this? I believe we can do it. Don't even need to unsubmerge the submarine. And that should be... I feel like sometimes radiation damage is random. But maybe that's just me. Just like with other attacks in this game, I feel like they're not a set amount of damage, but rather more random, depending on other factors in the game. So for example, if something gets closer to the explosion, then it feels like that has more damage than the outmost of the explosion, which makes sense. And in this case, closer to the center of the radiation, the more damage. But I don't know, it just feels like at times there's a random amount of damage done rather than a fixed amount of damage done. And I feel like randomness can take away the aspect of skill within a scenario, because your entire reliance at that point is not based on what you do, but it's what the game gives to you in form of statistics. Go down please BFBs, go down please BFBs, go down please BFBs. It's very important that you go down at this point, please. Pretty please, thank you. Keep you now submerged. And there goes the rest of round 88. Now a round which I am not a big fan of at all, round 89. I feel like this is one of the harder rounds in the 80s. Now that you are within the range of the submarine and frozen, hopefully you can all go down please. Hopefully you can all go down please. That is not a suggestion, that is an order. Right, get our first balloon salvo in place. I did put you up there, but once again, like with everything else in this game, I keep forgetting. Round 89 is done and dusted. Okay. For the remainder of this scenario, we're going to have to worry about DDTs on certain rounds. Hope we can get through this. Oh gosh, I don't want to use AZ just yet because of these lead balloons. Oh, come on, please. Oh, why don't all these loose balloons just be popped already? Oh, that's not good at all, is it? Oh, sod those lead balloons and the amount of steals they're gonna give. Okay, what about unsubmerging? That would probably be a better suggestion. And hopefully that does it. Oh, come on, get into view. Oh, this is the same thing as before. Hopefully not as stupid this time. I'm just worried about the amount of steals this thing is going to get, because it feels like the amount of steals this gives is randomized. Rather than just one, it's like 2 or 3 or 5. Right, that's the fortified super ceramics done and dusted. Now it's just the rest of the round to take care of. Just fly, making it so that these splits are a thing. And there goes the rest of round 91. And going to into a round which also I really hate, round 92. Just so many fortified Moabs. I feel like all of these fortified Moabs are a distraction towards the true threat. These ZOMGs. Yeah, definitely use your absolute 0 when the glue strike is not active, so you don't get that +2 damage. Now it's just you and me, ZOMGs. You, me, and a whole bunch of darts and radiation. One other bit of advice about 2 Megapops and using the Alchemist is that in almost every scenario, you do not want to use perishing potions. People say, but it strengthens the buffs on your selected towers, which the Alchemist buffs. I get that as well, but what about the other aspect about it, okay? Attack potions deal more damage to middle class balloons and strips fortified off smaller balloons. People only read the last portion of this description. Right, round 92 coming to an end. And there goes the round. Round 93. Probably be easier than round 90, honestly, because we don't have the loose lead balloons annoying us to no ends. Hopefully we can get through this scenario. Hopefully we can get through this scenario. Come on now, radiation, do the damage. I missed your normal damage type, to be honest. Just like with other towers in this game, I miss the normal damage type. Especially for 2 tower CHIMPS scenarios. It takes so long to get through a round. I'd rather not upload this video unedited. So if you want to see the full thing, then I might as well just give you a video on how to know when a wall of wet paint becomes dry. Once glue strike ends, we will apply the AZ again. Provide that lovely, luscious, cold environment when it's a bloody hot day, which at the moment it certainly is not. It's January in the Northern Hemisphere. It's certainly not what you call a hot day, but in those summer scenarios, I love the AZ. But again, your damage is also situated based upon your pierce cap as well. So there are times where a balloon is being pierce capped. I'm being pierce capped. Oh, that's so many of them though. No, I don't want to place all these down. Oh, for goodness sakes, I hate that. I hate using unnecessary money, but I have to just to get through a round. Yeah, but think of the potential you have by spending that money that is unnecessary. You're still here now, aren't you? By putting down those nails at the end of a track. And that's one other kind of semi-elitist thing within the community is that I see certain builds, it's like, why do you have like 50 unupgraded glue gunners on the field? It's like, what kind of purpose does that have over, let's say, just one glue strike glue gunner that is able to output so much more than those flimsy little unupgraded glue gunners can provide? Come on, I need something here, I need something here, some hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are my only hope, and this is definitely going to be stupid again, wasting money in which we don't need to put down, but we have to. Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright, we're nearly there now. Hopefully this will be the time in which I do not have to once again repeat the round, but looking at things right now, I know that's easier said than done. Gonna get pierce caps, or that's just not, the Jerry's fire is just not hitting the first most target because it goes by close. Gets impacted by what is closest to it. I need you to just behave, please. No, please. Oh, for goodness sakes. Again, spending money that I don't need to use because of my lack of competency at this game. Okay, there we go, round 94. I hated that, honestly. Alright, hopefully we can get through round 95 without too much trauma. It shouldn't be huge amounts of trauma. But knowing everything in life, things can surprise us. Things can give us a little bit of a surprise. I do wish that Ninja Key would fix the glue so that then you can have all forms of glue applied rather than, let's say, this one not being able to get glue gunned, Moab glue gunned because of another glue that's currently in effect that does nothing towards its movement speed. No, I take it back. This round is also BS. That's gonna do that. Just going to do that, but this is still having troubles gluing a particular DT because of glue strike overriding the Merv glue's means of sticking to a Merv class balloon. That's just such a poor feature. Okay, we popped all the DTs. No steals aside from the absolute zero. Good. We can place down our fourth and final Sabo of the day. And now we can think about a spike. A spike for round 100. I don't want to use an AZ because of the amount of ceramics on the screen so far. Once we've dulled them down a bit, then we can use again without this stealing too much. Again, I have a frog in my throat. Flare balloons, why don't you just get the frog out of your throat? It's more like a metaphorical frog than a physical frog. I can't help it. It just appears. Alright, the regular BFBs have gone down, but there's still the small factor of the ZMGs at the back here. Yeah, at times I am getting pierce capped, which is really annoying because it feels like when a balloon should be damaged, it's not, because it's the attack is attacking enough targets where it can't attack any more targets, which makes sense. Alright, now that they've all gone down, let's go back into dart form and hopefully we can take down at least one of these ZMGs before they exit the tunnel. Right, here goes one of them. That's okay for the moment. Come on now. I kind of need another one to go down, please, into BFBs. But I guess you're not going to be Okay, that's actually okay-ish. Hopefully I didn't take down too many at any given point in time. I kind of like that ZMG at the back there to remain as a ZMG, or ZMG, sorry. Oh gosh, I don't like the look of this scenario once again. Come on, you're under a glue strike. Get that extra damage rolling. Right, put you back to unsubmerged, and then once you're close enough, then we will absolute zero take these out, and hopefully that will be the end of that lot. Just got 2 more bunches left, and then we should be good. Should being the big word. Put you on close, actually. Put you on close, and then strong, and then back to submerge. Put you all there, and hopefully that does us justice. Hopefully. Yeah, these sabos are coming in clutch, actually. But that's 3.5k steals, which is not good. In a lot of scenarios, if you got that amount of steals too early, then you may as well restart your 2 Megapops run, honestly. Okay. Just BFBs left, BFBs left, BFBs left, please. Do not, under any circumstances, make it pass through my defenses, Sabo. Oh, thank goodness that last BFB popped. I wouldn't know what I would do if that one still remained too strong of a target. You know, try and freeze or glue strike and whatnot, and it gets instantly popped, and that ability was all for nothing. That's not good. Oh, that's a lot of targets. That's a lot of targets. Sabo, hopefully help us out. Lovely, round 97. Oh, I think we've just got one more incredibly difficult round. Round 98. Doing hundreds of damage every second, which is pretty respectable, honestly, for this kind of tower, for mainly C support with their abilities. But also, we are on the attack. We don't have our card sideways, we have it facing the opponent. We always spell attack without the K. Come on, go down please, go down please, go down please. I guess our Jerry's fire is just that much stronger than the darts, which makes Shen's a lot of flames. Okay, another Sabo required. Go down to submerged, please. Hopefully this will go down to BFB soon, which will be very nice. So then we can apply the permafrost to them, but I guess it's just not going to be the case at the moment. Please, whatever you do, just pop the Xenos. Sometimes this game does an incredible amount of psychological damage to you. Hey, BFBs finally appear from the second one, the second ZOMG. And hopefully soon they'll go down. We better go to you now. And freeze. Everybody freeze. Shall we keep our glue strike? I think we should be okay. Get these down to ceramics, please. Whatever you do, please do that this time. Now. Hopefully at some point. Come on now, would you please do the honors? Please? Nah, this is not looking too great again. Okay, glue strike. I need you. Oh, for goodness sakes. These are getting too close. I need another Sabo. And... we're there. Yeah, we're definitely there. Okay, gosh, round... Yellow... Oh, thank you for holding firm there, little one. I thought you'd still be level 19. Do not worry, we'll still be having fun regardless. I would prefer Geralda's level up on to level 20 on round 99 rather than round 98, but I guess we did have to spend a bit of money on round 40 to get that Jerry's fire up and running. Slow and steady. Okay, this fortified one is giving me a lot of issues. Oh no. Why is this game like this, where it likes to torture me? I guess our lack of pickles could have something to do with that. Yes, my pretties, be popped for me, please. Oh, I accidentally got white hot spikes with this thing. Hopefully this does not bite me in the back later when it comes to handling the DDTs. Yeah, your absolute zero timings are really critical so you can do as much damage against these mobs as possible while you're submerged, because at times it feels like we just can't do enough damage against everything. But this should be the run. There's a lack of balloons on the screen now in comparison to the other attempt, but knowing me, anything could happen. Anything. Like losing to a yellow balloon late round. Put you in dart form and let's take the remaining ones down. Please, CMG, go down. Thank you very much. Okay, now we... do we submerge? Okay, we're going to submerge now and use our abilities. I know for a fact this is not going to be easy at all. Come on, please. Come on, please. Hopefully we can do this without an AZ needed. For these ones at the very least. Come on, please get popped. Thank you. Need you to go down, please. BFBs, BFBs, BFBs at the back. BFBs at the back. Please be popped. Oh, for goodness sakes. Thank you. You took far too long. Please don't do this to me. Thank you. Hopefully these last two should be okay for the pickings. There we go. That's round 98, the most difficult round, done and dusted. Hopefully you don't have to go through a scenario like that ever again, at the very least in this video. Okay, round 99 and fortified DETs. This shouldn't be too hard. Get all of these within a radiation and then cast out abilities. Hopefully this is all good and fun and games and fun and games. You get what I mean? Okay, fortified DETs are still at large here. I'd rather not use the AZ ability unless I really have to. You know what? I'm just going to use them anyways. Just because. Okay, that should be the last of the main threats of this round. Brilliant, brilliant. I just wish I didn't accidentally upgrade to white hot spikes, because now we can't put sharpening stone on it. So that's all fine and good and dandy. Okay, round 100. This should be a pretty obvious round. Okay, so we got 1.969 million, 5,000 on you, nothing on you, 127 on you, 0 on you, 0 on you, 0 on you. Good, good. And Geraldo has a fair bit because of super fortified ceramics at the end of the certain rounds there. Okay, so there we go. Use up all of those, and then we're gonna go back to rejuve potion and overclock. That again. Call to arms. Rejuve potion again. Use that again. Hopefully, you don't need any more of those. Please. Don't need any more of those, I think. Okay, we should actually have you unsubmerged because you do more damage this way. Ah, lovely. You don't need to use any more spike storms. Got nearly 25,000 steals on that. Okay, that should be okay for this entire run. That should be okay. Just be ZMGs left. We can afford to not have you submerged. Okay, absolute zero. This is the last straight, the last portion of the entire game. This is it. The last ever 2 Megapops video ever. Just kidding. There are many more avenues to go down. There's those gone down. Please, would you please allow me to have this one thing in the video, and that is the sweet taste of victory while getting 2 million pops with a tier 4 submarine that is not really designed to do damage but to support your other towers in a scenario. Okay, we're coming up to 2 million pops. Coming up to doing it. Coming up to doing it. We're nearly there. The countdown. Okay, well, I think we can afford to go submerged. Okay, absolute zero. Do all of those. Yeah, we've got it. We just need to survive now. We just need to get through the rest of this intact. Once you have the 2 million, your final objective is to survive the rest of the round. And that is it, everybody. That was really stressful. But you know what? I find it I actually find double gun to be easier than this. I know it sounds stupid, but I actually managed to get through round 90 out of my first attempt with that video. But yeah, 2,011,000 pops with the Bloontonium Reactor. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. Although if you probably find my complaining throughout the video, then you're probably not here now to see the end result, so I do apologize about that. But that is it, everybody. That is the Bloontonium Reactor, 2 Megapops on logs. No, I'm not doing it on a stupid map. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.